Good evening, everyone. Welcome to closing comments here for June 9th. Let's jump right into our charts and see what happened in these markets today. First up, we had our August live cattle on the board. We continue to see this cattle market battle it out. This 237 area on this August live contract continues to be a battleground here. Price did open up with a brief push lower after the first hour of the day. We did undercut those prior day lows and go down there towards 235, but just couldn't get that momentum really rolling. This market has been pushed off of that 245 level from Friday's action all the way down to 235 here during the first hour of the day. Pretty good big push down there in the last 2 or 3 trading sessions. This market is pulling back. We still do remain below that weekly 240.80 bear pivot. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit more resistance step in tomorrow. Any sort of opening range breakdowns could make another run back down here towards 235 to 237. This just continues to be a battleground. We're not seeing real sharp breaks either direction. This market continues to see some heavy volatility and some nice back and forth action, but just not really seeing any major breakdowns and any major closes beyond any of these edges here. So at the moment, looking like this 237 to 241 area is going to remain pretty sticky. Wouldn't be surprised to see more chop here, but as long as we remain below 240.80, I encourage everyone to remain defensive here. Wait for this market to balance out, stabilize a little bit more, and we should have a clearer picture here once this market gives us a little more structure to trade around. In the meantime, expect more volatile, choppy action here in the mid 230s to mid 240s. Next up, we got our August feeders on the board. Pretty quiet day here in this feeder market as price just hung out inside that prior day's range. This market did stabilize pretty nicely yesterday. Never really undercut those prior days low, even though we did test that 349 mark early today. This market did just kind of chop up here between 350 and 354. Nice pushback here against yesterday's downside. This market closing the day up there at 354. This feeder market still has a lot of work to be done before we can get comfortable either direction here. As long as this market is kind of chopping up here around these averages, we expect to see this choppy action here around 350 to 360 continue. Any sort of offers below the last 2 days lows here at 349 will get that selling pressure back underway and push us down here towards 340. Still not a great look here for this cattle market. We still got a lot of these charts that need to get cleaned up here before we get comfortable to the long side. We need to see a little bit more stability, see this market balance out and provide some structure to trade around to the long side. In the meantime, remain defensive here across both live and feeder markets. There will be better days to trade this, but at the moment, we're looking like we're just going to expect more volatile, choppy action here in the near term. Next up, we have our July corn futures on the board. We did see this corn market looking like it was bottoming out yesterday, briefly running down there towards 412.25, making them new contract lows. Nice little pushback off of those lows yesterday, and today we did see a brief rally attempt above yesterday's high. Nice little run up there towards 4.25, but just not much traction here. This corn market's been beat down. There's a lot of selling pressure coming into this thing. Wouldn't be surprised to see this thing kind of chop up here while it's trying to find a near-term bottom. A little bit of a relief rally is in the cards here. We are overdue for that as this corn market has pushed down into some oversold levels. So a bounce here would be healthy to keep the nice ebb and flow of this market going, but we would expect to see rallies be sold into as looks like we got some pretty heavy selling pressure here and looking like this corn market's shaping up for a nice little downtrend. Look for a near-term bounce here, but at the moment we aren't really expecting a whole lot of upside. We should see more selling pressure come into this corn market here in the days to come. Next up, crude prices losing some more ground here today, undercutting those prior day's lows, running all the way down there towards our bear pivot at 86.35, testing that 200-day moving average. We continue to see lower highs here in this crude market, weighing heavy down on this $85 to $90 level. Look for that selling pressure to keep on pushing this market lower. If we get some continued offers down here below 86.35 and today's low, we should see this market continue to see some more selling pressure and start to attack this $80 mark. Look for the downside to continue here for this crude market. And next up, equity markets seeing a pretty volatile day. Big spikes both directions here. We did see a nice opening range breakout to the upside. Price rallying up there towards 74.90 on the day before seeing that big flush early. Market touching 72.50 at the lows, briefly testing that 50-day moving average. Good push back into the close as we did come off of those lows down there, finishing the day up back around 7,400. NASDAQ also testing that 50-day average, but seeing a nice strong rally into the close. And the Dow has been the strongest of the bunch here in the last 2 days. It has remained above that 20-day moving average. Looking like we should see some good support here. Just going to see some more wide ranges and see this volatility try and sort itself out here in the days to come. But we should see this be a pretty good dip buying opportunity. We want to see this market stabilize a little bit more, provide some lower risk entry points. So continue to slow play this thing, wait for this thing to stabilize a little bit. But this should be a pretty good dip buying opportunity here in the days to come. You just want to see these ranges tighten up and have a little bit more traction stick to the upside before we really commit to putting more money right back to work. But we still have a good, nice, strong environment, good uptrend still shaping up, and we should see more upside here into the summer for these equity markets. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in here tonight. We'll catch you guys tomorrow.